Ella Young. Ella Young was just at my house prior to coming over here, and Ella Young, Brother Rose, and myself, we sitting down reading the Bible. So we are discussing about David, and Ella Young didn't bring his Bible in the house, and I got plenty of Bibles at home, so I give Ella Young a Bible, and I give Brother Roosevelt a Bible, and I had a Bible. And I said, Brother Young, you take the giant print because you might need to see the giant print. Brother Young said, I don't need no giant print. Say, I can see it. Here I am, got my glasses, and he read a small print without glasses. Let me tell you about my story. My story dates back to 2011. I went to get my checkup for my doctor over on Colorado Street, Dr. Gillespie, and he always do blood work at a certain period of time when I come. So this particular time I went to get my checkup, he said, we're gonna do some blood work today and do a urine specimen and all this kind of stuff. So they did that, and they don't ever tell you anything the same day about your test. So about a week later, he called me. He said, George, you need to come by the office. This is in 2011. And I goes over there, and he says, your PSA level is way up, 26 points. And I said, 26 points don't sound high. But like Ella Young says, when you get above 4, you got a problem, a serious problem. So he said, what we're gonna do, we need to send you out and get a test. So he sent me to Dr. Curry over in the Gamma's Clinic. And Dr. Curry checked me out and he said, look, we need to do a biopsy on you to see what's going on. Now, a biopsy is where they go in your rectum and they take samples. And it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. I'm here to tell you. Don't let nobody tell you a biopsy is a good feeling. And they don't put you to sleep. They take a part of your flush out of your body while you're there, and it's in your rectum with steel pins and needles. And so they took 8 samples, and about a week later he called me back and said, George says, well, several of your samples looked good. He said, but one of them had a little spot on it, and that spot could be something like cancer. And right away I started getting paranoid. You know, when you have cancer, that's the first thing happens. You know, we've been so prone to say cancer is a killer. It's no cure for it. Here I am praying and saying, Lord, why me? In the middle of my ministry, why me? You know, I'm working in Chula, I'm giving Bible studies, and let me tell you, I'm like Paul, sometimes we need encouragement. Amen. Because the devil can come at your weakest point. Yes. And I really was at my lowest point at that point when they told me that. I walked around and I would go to church on Saturday and thinking about this, and I told Brother one of them about it. Brother Roosevelt sitting there, I told him about it. And one Saturday I went to church, Brother Young was up to Chula. And I was telling Brother Young about it. And Brother Young always said, he used the word son. He said, son, let me tell you something. He said, I believe I got something to help you. And he said, I'm going to order it for you, and you pay me for it. Well, the first time he ordered, he gave me a bag of it. And I started taking it. And I didn't go back to the doctor because I didn't want no bad news right then. You know, you sometimes we get bad news and we don't want to go back to hear that bad news again from that same physician, because you know that cancer sometimes just takes the air out, let all the air out again. And so finally I started taking it, and about a month or two I went back to my doctor. I didn't go back to Dr. Curry who did the biopsy. And he checked me again, gave me a test on my blood count, checked my blood count and all my blood. And he said, George, he said, it's gone down. Now, it went down from 26 to 0.4. 0.4.
1 month's time.
1 month's time. 1 month's time. Let me tell you, I was praying while I'm sitting in when he told me that, I'm sitting in the room, you know, the doctor pushed you in the room, and I'm praying to the Lord, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord. And he told me to come back in about a month. Well, I went back in about a month, and it was started dropping, like 0.2. And I was just there at the doctor's office, and I kept telling Brother Young to order me somewhere. I didn't know Jeff. And I kept buying from Brother Young, because I would let him, he would order him some, and I would pay him. And finally I said, who was this guy you get this stuff from? And he finally introduced me to Jeff. And you know what? And I'm gonna tell you this, Jeff, I got so afraid that I was gonna lose Jeff, I started ordering me a big batch of it so I could have enough way down the road. Because I said, what if I can't never find Jeff? I can't find Brother Young? These are the things that go through your